Hello and welcome to my experience deconstruction. This is assignment number 1 for METCS634. Here's my timeline. At 5:30 p.m. I get off of work. 6:30 still driving in traffic, and I arrive at the big box grocery store at 6:30. And this is something I've experienced going from one side of the store to the other side from 6:45, from arranging all the produce from the vegetable aisle and walking all the way to the other side of the store to get milk. And this is one thing I always complain about, is having the milk on the other side of the store from one side to the other. It's I don't know why the milk is always at the end of the store. And I picked an example from my previous experiences, is looking for something like sweetener or stevia, and they're always these random. This is always a random spot in the store where it's hard to find. So searching for stevia, going from one side of the store to the other side, and then having to look for a certain item like stevia, and searching the coffee aisle with no success, having all these creamers and other things, and still can't find a sweetener. 7:05, still looking for the sweetener with no success. So finally searching the candy aisle for sweetener with no success, and then finally finding the stevia in a next to the Kool-Aid. The point of this timeline is that there's a lot of walking around going on for one item, and it's something that can be reduced maybe eventually. And what I struggle with is getting off of work and then not making it home within 2 or 3 hours after that, just because I had to stop at the store and search the whole store for one item. And then another thing I struggle with is looking for one item and forgetting an essential item from the store because I was searching for something random like stevia, and forgetting to get the eggs, arriving at home and realizing that you forgot the one thing that you came to the store for, which was eggs. That's the timeline. All right, next. If I could just. All right, and this kind of outlines a timeline with pictures of me in traffic, going to the store, getting lost in the store with all the aisles, and just searching through the produce for, and just going back and forth from the produce aisle to getting lost in the massive aisles at the big box store, and finally from the dairy section and searching around for this stevia, and finally being lost and confused and finding it in the Kool-Aid aisle. Finally getting home, success, but wait, I forgot the eggs. And well, we had to. I had this. This is an example of a shopping list. This is kind of a major shopping list for an event like Thanksgiving. Always makes me excited and thrilled, but yet nervous and excited. Nervous because I'm passionate about getting the right items. So this is where the meticulousness comes in, having to stress over cleaning up and then um, burning the turkey, to having a lot of people, which is a good time, and having to be specific about cooking time with the turkey. And this outlines the weekly shopping list, which is not a big event, but it still has to be done, and so it's kind of dull and repetitive, uneventful, and dull. There's pictures, and this is the one issue I run in going to my weekly shopping, is going to the store and having all these cashiers and checkout lines, but only having 2 or 3 registers open. Some stores are better at others at having registers open, but most of them like the big box stores that I may go to, only having two registers open at all times, but having 20 available registers. Okay. Ooh. And this is another one. This could be like a once a week thing, the grocery shopping on my way home from work, which is frustrating and daunting because, like I said, I spend an hour on a freeway, and then sometimes you got to spend an hour at the store getting lost in all the massive aisles. Grocery shopping right after work is a chore, but it is a task that must be completed if you want to eat. There's some pictures that kind of show my frustration. It says I'm not always late getting home from work, but when I am, it's because I stopped at the store and had to get all the things I needed for, the wife and kids. So this Thanksgiving shopping list. The Thanksgiving dinner should be a joyous time, but it is also stressful because I have to make sure I get enough food for all my guests. Thanksgiving dinner is also stressful because some people do not like turkey, so we have to figure out an alternative to the traditional turkey. And do you really want to get something else? Do you want so much protein? You want turkey and ham? Uh, I mean, the decision is yours. Do you want to make a turkey and a ham and have all this meat left over, or do you just want to make turkey? And if people don't like turkey, they could just eat salad. Do you want to make both, which is a lot, or do you just want to make one and then you have to pick which one you have to make? The weekly shopping list is always a struggle because you must stock up for groceries and make sure you get everything you need so you don't have to run to the store during a week and spend an hour looking for a certain item right after work when you just want to be home. And the weekly shopping list having completed it within budget, which never happens. On grocery shopping on my way home from work, I try to obtain all my grocery needs during the week. No matter how much I accumulate during the weekly grocery run, I always run out of something. I leave work around 5:30 and you have an hour long commute and then you have to stop at the store and get lost in the store for another hour. And by the time you get home, everyone's asleep. It's one of the struggles in life. So my solution to this is to improve the shopping experience. I would like to see maybe a map when you first come into the store, and this is a I couldn't find. I mean, this is a map of a mall, but the concept is the same. You would go in, and all the aisles will be outlined, and it'll show you where you are. And this this map could be at the entrance of the store. They could be spread out throughout the grocery store, or it'll tell you where the milk is, the stevia, the sweeteners. It would be a pretty thorough list of aisles and the description of the aisles, like a little directory. And another thing is, well, the map could be something implemented by the grocery store, but the grocery stores can always implement something else like an app. Every grocery store can have an app and have it kind of like Google Map, but for the store itself, and it would implement like the actual physical map onto the app. The grocery store app would have a map, and you would type in your grocery list, and it'll integrate your grocery list with the locations of the items on the map with the use of your phone or electronic device. My idea is that the the app within the grocery store app, there'll be like a digital map, well, and it can have turn-by-turn capability showing you exactly the items on your list and then the location of the items on the map and give you like a turn-by-turn directions like Google Maps would. The grocery app should have a shopping list, and when you enter your grocery items in the shopping list will integrate the contents of the items of the list and utilize your the digital store map. And so it would make the shopping much more efficient, and especially if the shopping list integrates the store map, and then it'll show you it basically would organize your shopping list so you can go from aisle to aisle without having to go back, like let's say from the produce aisle to the milk, all the way on the other side of the store, and then back to the bread, and then back to cheese to get some cheese, because everything is like, it seems like everything is on from one side to the other side, and everything in the middle aren't really your everyday items. So your shopping list will organize, your app will organize your shopping list so it's more efficient. And like this meme shows, the items will be in order by aisle based on how you usually navigate through the store, and not having to go from one side to the other side. So it'll cut down your shopping experience from 1 hour to like 10 minutes maybe. Well, that's my solution, and that's it. Okay, it didn't stop.